King and queens, I hope everybody's doing good, doing great, taking care of your health, stand to yourself. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the hype button, pop your ish in the comment section. I will be checking. Keep it respectful, no disrespecting. All right. Remember, a slow grind is better than no grind. As y'all can see by the title and by the thumbnail, what we got going on. Let's get into this video. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Antonio Speaks. Before you subscribe to his channel, subscribe to my channel. And let's get into this video.
So every day I grow less and less tolerant for these sellout trash panda individuals. Today we're going to be talking about the internet's biggest raccoon though, Myron Gaines. I remember first seeing him back in 2022. It was a clip of him trashing black women, trashing women in general. And you know, when I first seen him, he always reminded me of the individual from the Beat It Chick meme, right? Maybe back in high school, middle school or whatever, he was bullied by specifically black girls. Nobody wanted him. And in current day, he uses that past, trauma to shit on black women and specifically other women that did him wrong in the past. Now, since the red pill stuff has been dying off, Myron has shifted his grifting tactics towards black people, specifically black Americans. I tell you guys this all the time. No matter the color you are, if you speak on black American issues, you're going to get views. Specifically, if you use the same talking points as white supremacists, people will eat that shit up. Now, I want to say this first and foremost. There is nothing wrong with holding the black community accountable. But 9 times out of 10, when we hear that talking point, they are very disingenuous. They don't hold other communities accountable. And this is just a bullshit ass.
And this is what I don't like. They use us for target practice. See, y'all will make a negative thing and add black people with it. Like Myron Gaines, I'm sure he's going to talk about it in this video, but Myron Gaines was having a back and forth with this guy. And he was like, you're acting like black people. Maybe he's just acting like a grown man who doesn't want to hear your bull crap. So he's cutting you off. How are you taking that and saying you're chimping out. Oh, you're acting like black people because he don't agree with what you're saying? You immediately target black people out of nowhere. No black person was in the conversation. You're not even black. I don't even consider you black. I don't even know what you are, sir. But it's crazy how much hate and how much you have black people on your mind. And it's always negative, bro. But yet you will invite black men, successful black men on your podcast and try to look macho in front of them. I'm so glad Mike Rashid walked out because he was tired of sitting there with y'all cornball, goofy activities on that podcast, disrespecting black people, black women, more importantly.
Narrative to try to make black people the focal point and the majority problem of America. That is what they love to do. So in short, Myron is one of those individuals. And it has been a clip going around lately of a white nationalist, white supremacist type of guy putting Myron Gaines in check. Let's check it out.
Myron, listen,
citizenship.
You're not white.
Sorry.
We don't need you talking to white women, trying to, interact with them at all.
And that's the problem.
Right.
That's the problem. I don't need to be white to give a. See, here's the thing. You're behaving like a black person now. You're chimping out. You're literally behaving like.
This is what.
Huh? That's exactly what? What are you talking? And then look at his sweater. Separated by race, united by racism. He's just a goofball. I don't care what nobody say. He's a goofball to me.
See, here's the thing. You're behaving like a black person now. You're chimping out. You're literally behaving like.
This is what I talk about with Myron, bro. You're literally arguing with the white guy. There's no other black people around.
Nobody black in sight.
You bring us up. Just straight up obsessed. I'm gonna let him finish.
You are behaving like a black person. So here's the difference. See, here's the funny part.
Not your women, Myron.
When I criticize black people, they'll sit there and say stupid like you're saying. You're not black, so you can't criticize us. You're
right.
doing the same shit right now.
Because
I hate to agree with this dude, but he's 100% right. And Myron Gaines isn't his real name. Amaru F something. This is that guy with family from the Middle East. And I just find it funny, man, that Myron has spent most of his time on the internet talking about black people, talking about black men, black women, black America. And none of these people said anything to him. But the moment something is said that white men don't like, they get on his ass. And this is what I try to explain all the time. In 2026, these people do not need y'all lap dogs anymore. They can say what they want to say. There are Chud the Builders around here walking around saying the N-word. White men walking around being openly racist. They don't need you anymore, Amaru. We don't care about your past of you sleeping around with different white men, hugging up on white men. How much you love you some white men. You are never going to be them. And they will.
That's the thing that y'all got to realize. No matter how much you guys want to fit into the group of them, no matter how much you want to dress like them or walk and talk and act like them, behave like them, tell jokes like them, whatever, you will not be them. When it's all said and done, they will have their own people's back and look at you like, go with those people over there because you do not belong over here. Kanye West said it. No matter how much bread you get, you still in a coop. No matter how much you are still a black person, brother. That's just how they look at you. Now, Middle Eastern, Indian, I don't think they identify as black people. I have no idea. I've never heard an Indian person say I'm black. I don't know, right? I'm not even gonna get into all of that. But people will look at you and see a black man, bro. But once us black people, us real black people, hear you speak, you're gonna be outcast by us because you don't fit into the way we move and the way we operate and the way we think. You're only out here to destroy, bro. You're criticizing and ridiculing and belittling black people every chance you get for no reason. It don't make sense, bro.
Let you know this, the moment you say something they don't like, case in point. Look at this video.
It don't have to be.
Because you're
I don't have, see, here's the thing.
You're grifting.
Hey, Baldy, age of 47, relax.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Age of 47. I don't have to be white to be able to identify white problems as to why you guys have the problems that you guys have. So the reality is that, look, man, you can do what you want to do. You can say what you want to say. You can be a white nationalist. Cool. I actually fight and defend for your ability to do so. But if we're going to have this discussion about white replacement, etc., well, who controls and who are the gatekeepers of sex? It is they woman. So stop complaining. Stop crying because you sound like a fucking black right now. Let's be honest. You have a victim mindset. Stop being a pussy. Get out there. Tell your women. Stop subscribing to feminism. Start creating families. Start going in the church. Start getting some white babies.
Can I respond?
Sure.
Okay, so look, to some degree, I actually do agree with you. But here's the thing. The problem here is that, yeah, we white people, we got to figure out what the roles are going to be for white men, white women. The problem is I've talked to a lot of white folks. We don't want your Muslim, get the women back in the kitchen, put a garbage bag on their head. We don't want that. So when you're promoting that stuff, that's never going to work for us. Do you understand that?
Damn. Now, we got another clip of Myron getting his wake-up call again. This was back in 2024, but he was in an all-white Twitter space, and all of these white men in here, they were...
But see, let that have been a black dude, and it would have been hell. He would have tried to destroy him. He would have been trying to say all type of hurtful stuff. But, yeah, we'll let that be where it's at.
Telling him that they don't want him... You know what I'm saying? Let's just watch the clip because it's so satisfying to hear.
Can I make this interesting real quick? Myron, you were in my space the other day, and I said, you're doing a great job calling these Jews, but, if we take this country back, we want it for white folks, and would you go home? And you said, I was born here, and I'm not going anywhere. And this is where I think the problem is with working with non-whites is that once you think you help us, that you're just going to stay in our country. Do you still stand with that answer?
Bro, look, man, I know you're trying to get a clippable moment here for your...
No, it's the truth, man. This is the issue with whites working with non-whites.
We're over here talking about a problem, then you bring it right back into, this whole white thing. Like, dude, shut the fuck up.
This whole white thing is what built this country, Myron.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Hey, you fucking sand. You sand.
Hey,
I'm in. I am in Florida.
Hey, bro, nigga hit him with the sand N-word. It ain't funny. The way he feels is like, obviously, that's the obvious thing. Y'all sit here and are lap dogs for these white men, but ultimately, if they get what they really want, you are not a part of it.
Well, then, why are you in? Why do you Browns think you could stay in my country? Why?
Look at the fucking guy. Look,
no, it's the truth. Myron, I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine, bud.
Me out of his thing because obviously he's like,
because you're not white.
I'm not going to go ahead and debate you. I'm just going to boot you out of my fucking.
Because you're not white.
What does that have to do with anything, dude? I'm not fucking talking to you right now.
Because you're in my country right now. You're in my country right now. You're an invader.
Nothing to do with you.
You hate the Jews, but at the same time, you are a Jewish bioweapon. You are a Jewish bioweapon, Myron.
Shut up.
Yes, I am. My DNA test is out there, Myron.
I'm loving every moment of this, okay, y'all? But let's move on to another topic. It's still involving Myron Gaines. As we all know, Chud the Builder, he is in jail now. And because of this, there are multiple defenders of him. They are saying that black people shouldn't react to the N-word. Black people are violent if they react to the N-word. Yada, yada, all this type of nonsense. Obviously, with Chud the Builder being a white man, Myron had to come to the defense of him.
If you get that offended over words, that's very bad, bro. Very bad. If you get offended like that over words, that could put you in jail. That could get you hit with an assault and battery charge, a deadly weapons charge, whatever it may be. God forbid a manslaughter or murder charge because you can't control yourself. 5 seconds. You couldn't control yourself. Now you're spending 50 years. You're getting mad at some dude calling someone else a name on the internet. Like, think about that. Talking about haram this, haram that. You're a for that. Murtad, all these other that if they had told me that in person, I'll fucking punch them. Call me Murtad to my face, I'll fucking knock you out. Extremely shit that they would never say to me in person. Ever. Because they know that it would be a warrant to knock him out right then and there.
I be telling y'all, man, it's Myron, he just literally defends.
Huh?
white men at any cost. It don't matter what they do. He's going to defend.
So the black dude did exactly what you said you would do, but yet people are chimping out and they shouldn't react to words, and words are only words. Don't let them move you. But this is y'all king. This is who y'all look up to. This is who y'all idolize. This is who y'all are taking dating advice from. This is who y'all was taking dating advice from.
Yeah.
He said, why are black people so controlled by a word?
Why are racists so controlled by a color? Perhaps they are new to this here planet, but words mean things. Welcome to the concept of language. I can't believe this has to be explained to anyone over the age of 5, that words are used to communicate messages, stories, form civilizations and societies. Wars have been started because of an exchange of words. God sends people to hell over words, not their pigment, their words. So by their logic, God, I guess, is chimping out too. This is why he said in Proverbs, there is power in the tongue, and the tongue has the power of life and death. God cast Lucifer out of heaven because of his words, when he too practiced the sin of supremacy. James says the same mouth people use to praise God is often used to curse human beings made in God's image. I tell you, on the day of judgment, people will give account for every careless word they speak. This is how important even God views words. So I guess God is controlled by words too.
Crazy.
Why do black people have a reaction to violent language? Oh, I don't know. Because they're human. The same way a bigot's mother would have a reaction to a complete stranger approaching them on the street and calling them a the same way an Asian or a Latino would have a reaction to derogatory slurs.
Exactly. And that's what I said. I said, what black content creator is going around in white environments, white spaces, holding the camera up saying, hey, y'all know the terms. Y'all know the terms to call white people and every other race. They got their own little, racial slurs. But who is doing that black content creator wise? I'll sit back and relax and I'll name it. And if it is one out there, I'm going to hold you accountable the same way we holding these white racists or whoever else. It's the same thing. It's not cool. It's not cool to go antagonize and try to stir up confrontation. Why? Just leave people alone. Why not walk in peace? Because when you put out good, positive energy, you receive it back. But when you put out negative, guess what happens? The same thing comes back to you. And Chud met his match. And I think he just wasn't expecting that type of outcome to be the outcome. And I don't know why. Words have effects. Words are impactful. They mean things. This is why it's so good to speak positively over yourself. I don't even like when people say, oh, that joke, it got me dead. It's killing. That joke killed me. I don't even like that. Like, I'm down to that. Like, I'm so serious with this, man. Y'all got to start speaking more positively, not only over yourself, but just the way you move in life in general, over people. Like, it's serious.
About their ethnic group. The same way your boss would have a reaction if you called them something disgusting and vile, or your mother, or your pastor. They are human beings. Words mean things, boys and girls. If that wasn't the case, why cry over a woman's false allegation against you? If Sarah decided to tell the police that Connor forced himself on her and it wasn't true, I'm guessing they wouldn't have an issue with it. Words don't mean things. Or do they suddenly matter in this instance?
Well, I think those say, well, a false allegation is against the law.
What's a law? A collection of
Words.
Right.
Hey, she cooking. I'm gonna put this full video.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. She going crazy. But I'm gonna sum this up and I'm gonna say this. I love everybody. I'm for my people because I am of my people. So I'm always gonna ride with my people and have my people's back when they are getting picked on and bullied. I am right now literally training somebody who is a white man, an older white man. And shout out to him. He is a super cool, great guy. I have no issues. I see no difference in us. Only our skin tone. That's completely it. Heck, he's treating me like I'm his dang nephew. I'm dang near calling him uncle at work. It's just, I don't look at people's, skin tone and judge. I always pay attention to their behavior, the way they speak to me, the way they treat me overall. That's what matters the most. And when we get dogged out and when we get targeted for negative stuff, it's not cool. It's not right. So anybody in the comments that want to say anything negative and this I can't feed into it. All right. If you have anything that, you know, is righteous and anything that you want to say that you feel like is respectful and you want to disagree with what I'm saying, that's fine. But I'm just not going to go, you know, back and forth with you on anything when it comes to the hating the skin color and hating our culture and hating our people or any other ethnicity for that matter. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Hello or goodbye. Talk to me. Do not yell at me. We elevating till we hit our head. We ain't bleeding yet. Spread love, not hate. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Be great. All right. And I also want to say this too. Black people, we are phenomenal. We are amazing. We are smart. We are not monsters. You know, we're not chimping out. We're not apes. We're not gorillas. We're human. We're kind-hearted people. Some of the most compassionate people, some of the most forgiving people, some of the most accepting people on this earth. And we are great and we are phenomenal in every form and fashion. All right. Make sure you love yourself because I for sure love me. All right. Go.